Howdy everyone, howdy everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm waiting for a couple more people to hop out in here and we'll kick this thing off. What's up, Forrest, bro? How you doing? Thanks, I appreciate you. MP? Oh, hey, I mean, MP got cups, so hey, it makes sense. Gotta love it. It's a very, very old GFX. Right. Yeah, bro, MP really out here trying to catch the troll militia. Hey there, everyone. You guys can start throwing questions at me whenever you're ready. We're just taking it real nice and chill today, so I'm gonna try and run the stream till 1:30. For those of you guys who have never watched the Leadership Lab, I run the streams for at least an hour and a half usually, so you know, from noon to 1:30. I'll run it all the way up until 1:30, and usually the last 15 minutes I'll go on Bunker Hill and just mess around with all of you guys. So yeah, you guys are all good. Oh, the 7th Line Infantry guys back. Howdy, howdy. We got 10 people, yeah. So for all you guys just tuning in, start throwing some questions in there. Yeah, I'm in my half OCPs because I have my ROTC stuff later on after the stream is over, and I wanted to make sure I had enough time to, you know, keep everything on before then. So I have my stuff on right now. So because I wasn't about to get dressed on here, bro. Yeah, I'm in a college dorm, so like, you know, I mean, I'm getting into a different dorm next year, but like, roommates and everything are a big thing. It's fun stuff. Get to meet a bunch of people. The college atmosphere is great. I can't even cap. We trying to get MP to do an RT, really? Yeah, we do like that sometimes, honestly. Yeah, with the room I'm in, it's like I have my own bathroom and everything. So, and I have a roommate, and on the one I'm in, it's a community bathroom, but I have a roommate, so I have a roommate. Rocking the drip, yeah, sure. Conrad's in here too. Rank me a sergeant. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Got you. Read your DMs. I'm gonna check them after. Do I have a girl? Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, as of 4 days ago. Read your DMs. I'm gonna check them all after this. So yeah, I'll check all your guys' messages, whatever you guys are saying. So I know we have people of all ranks in here, so I'm assuming there'll probably be a bunch of different questions in terms of like leadership on like a smaller and bigger scale. So like I'll literally answer any questions you guys have got. I'm also gonna start integrating in the leadership labs. I'm just gonna start integrating it or make a whole separate one for like the administrative side of things. So like NCO hood, being a part of the NCO Corps and being a part of the officer corps, like key attributes and qualities to have. Because I'm literally undergoing training to be an officer, so I know some of the good qualities you should have. Good stuff like that. Hey, my name's Cringe. Invite us to the game. Oh yeah, your girlfriend's Hayata? Bro, probably, I bet, we still don't know who the 7th Line Infantry guy is, like who the guy is in that runs an account. Um, so, quick little announcement since we have a decent 14 people actually viewing, which is good stuff. We're currently in the off season for like the seasonal matches, so like we're going to be doing a lot more fun-based events and stuff. And inspections are coming up as well, as I had stated in an announcement. So, with that being said, I'm going to keep the leadership lab running twice a week. So I'm going to try and shoot for having one to support more American time zones, and one earlier in the day like this one will support more European time zones, or EST and American time zone people can watch this as well. But I wanted to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to join and watch this stream, and literally you guys can just start throwing in questions in the chat, ask like, yo, leadership question or whatever, or it can be anything, and I'll answer it. So cool stuff. I started up the stage earlier. It was good, bro. It's all you cringe. Oh, it's good. It's Gav now. Oh, I figured. When I got a little bit bored earlier this evening, and I was just watching some of the old like live streams from some of the battles, like the seasonal matches for this season. I saw there was some bad like key decision making was very off, and it would be because of all of these lovely tools that different regiments have. These are what people struggle with. Like I talked about this in my last stream to all my viewers, and they all were in heavy agreements. Like you're gonna need to. I definitely recommend like coming on here, testing out these tools, seeing what you can do. If it's a private server, you have my full permission to give your regiment tools, give yourself a tool and test it. Get used to saying, okay, I'm up against a rifle, what do I do? Or okay, I'm up against a musket, what do I do? Oh shit, these guys have cannons, what do I do? Oh, they have horses, what do I do? You need to adapt your leadership to what you're going up against. And that goes both on and off of the actual battlefield. Like, you guys could be great at shooting, but if you haven't practiced, the week beforehand, being like, oh, we're up against dragoons this weekend, we should practice that. Well, then you should train your guys how to deal with it, how to counter the horseback. Because if your guys aren't trained, then you can only give so much out as a leader. Good leader comes with leadership on and off the battlefield. Nice muzzle. It's nice, bro. Leadership question. What is the most important thing while commanding a regiment? In my opinion, for like general like leadership, with the way the Continental Army is run, confidence goes a long way. Being able to adapt goes a long way as well, and being able to listen as much as you speak. You have to be open for suggestions, take constructive criticism, be willing to bestow confidence within your regiment to keep your guys motivated, and establish a very firm command presence. Like, be well respected and prove to them that you're an authority figure. Even if you're just an NCO, you're still an authority figure. But that doesn't mean be a dick, because that comes with respect. Including cannon tools, dragoons. Yeah, stuff like that. So literally all the tools, like some people were getting really struggling with the cannons. Like third was really pounding it home with those explosions. You got to move around more. Like, the way you lead is going to be complete. Like, if I'm commanding my regiment and I'm going up against a rifle regiment and then a musket regiment, I'm going to lead completely differently. Like, you have to adapt, and you have to be able to analyze the situation and change what you're doing to fix it. Oh, Blackbeard's here. What's up? What would be your best advice if you were heavily outnumbered in a battle as British? Okay. So tying back to what I had said earlier, it depends on what regiment you are and what the opposing regiment is and what their tools are. Being outnumbered to any degree, regardless of what weapon you have, it goes a long way in this group because, well, with the way these weapons work, one shot from a musket is one shot from a musket. One shot from a rifle is how many shots? One. One shot from a carbine is one shot. You have one shot. So you as a unit are going to struggle a lot with actively firing as many shots down range. like you can't Rambo in this. Like I don't have a magazine. I can't take out a whole unit of enemies. I can't freaking full auto. You know, there's no semi-auto. There's no select switch. You fire your one shot and you're basically deemed useless until it's reloaded. And from there you can then fire one additional shot. In terms of being outnumbered, this goes for both British and Continental team, in my opinion. One of the main things that you'll have over a larger unit, like opposing unit, is you'll have more mobility. It's a whole lot easier to move a group of 5 guys to where you want to go as opposed to a group of 50. You can also use the surprise factor a little bit easier. I have seen some regiments like hide in positions like right here and make themselves like they'll de-equip their musket and they'll hide right here. This goes for British, and like you won't even know they're here, and they'll push up and you can get them right. You can cut them off. A lot of very few people are able to pull that off in seasonal matches because like a lot of the metas have been found out by now. But like I'm just using that as an example. So you have increased mobility. So like you can use that to your advantage for flanking, establishing fire superiority or in a position. The only thing that you have to worry about is obviously you're firing less shots. You have less shots to even shoot down range to begin with. So like if you're being pushed or you're pushing, you need to have your guys hit your shots. Like if you are not confident in your men and their capabilities to fire their weapon and accurately hit target, keeping a safe distance, like backing up, will reduce the likelihood of your guys being shot down. But this also ties, like I said, practice. So like if you're worried that you're going to be outnumbered, teach your guys, okay, this is how you bullet dodge, or okay, work to hit this target accurately. Do stuff like that off the battlefield. Good stuff. Keep the questions rolling through, everybody. Keep them rolling through. Yeah, no, very good question, Matthew. I appreciate it. I hope I answered your question. A lot of like my answers that I give out for most of these things, like I'm gonna say the phrase it's situational a lot, but like I had said earlier, like nothing's ever the same. There's never a push that's identical to a previous one. There might be people, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say that you ask me a question about you're on British team and you're here and you have people pushing. Okay, well, what if the people pushing are carbines? Or what if they have a flank over here and they're rifles? What if you're both muskets? What if you're rifles and they're carbines? What if you're carbines and they're rifles? You get what I'm saying? So you have to be able to analyze it. You play to your regiment's strengths and your regimental tool strengths and exploit other regimental tools and other regimentals like weaknesses. Good luck on your thing. You're gonna get back to studio. Alright. Take care, Blackbeard. Thanks for tuning in, brother. But yeah, no, like you want to another big thing that I wanted to mention with the seasonal matches, big as well, just about as big as the whole adaptability and playing to the regiment's weaknesses and your regimental tools weaknesses and stuff. Communication's a key thing. Of course, like when I look back on recordings, I can't hear the voice channels coming from the regiments. However, you can pretty blatantly tell in a recording when there's a communication issue. So you as a leader need to inform your superiors and your peers. Like, let's say I'm a junior officer, I'm a lieutenant, and I'm in charge of a side. If I'm going to push or I'm going to fall back, I need to tell the other sides, yo, I'm falling back, because there was one situation, I can't even remember what regiment was against which, but it was bad. So I'll paint a picture for you. So it was an error on the British team. They had guys lined up behind this ridge, down here in the center, and over in Fishbowl. So like they were on this line. Other team was in the positions you'd expect, right here, along this area down here, and right over here on this little hill. So the British, I guess the guys over here wanted to carry out a push, but they did not communicate to these other guys, these other British. So these guys pushed up along over here. They were winning and they were doing phenomenal, but these guys, like in the center, started to fall back. So you have these guys up here stranded, these guys way back here doing, I don't even know, like they were going across the bridge, and this side just left to rot. So the guys that were in the center flanked these British down here, as well as the people that were in the front. So these guys got killed off. Then the center rotated over to Fishbowl and wiped out the rest of these guys. And while these guys were respawning, the guys that were all they mass pushed across the river and pummeled the British into the spawn. It was a blatant communication mistake. Like, you need to tell people, yo, we're gonna do this, or yo, I'm thinking about doing this. Should we do it? And that also goes to taking suggestions. Like, if maybe you're in a situation where you're the highest rank there and you say we should do this, but everyone's like, I don't want to do that. We should try this instead. Hear what they're saying. Take it into account. Try it. All right. Say you're pinned down at car park and they're shooting at fishbowl ruins. And you know that falling back will just increase more casualties. What will you do? Okay. So you're pinned down right here. Here's where we're at. Okay. And they're shooting from over here and over here. Okay, so this is a pretty difficult spot. You have coverage from your center and a little bit on the side over here, so that's good news, but, like, you're relatively open. So, like, if these guys were to, like, push down all over this line and the fishbowl people came around, you're pretty much fucked. However, like, if you're pinned down here and, like, you're sustaining massive casualties, like, just staying here, there's no purpose in holding out the position if you're just going to end up getting the rest of your guys killed. Using terrain is very, very, very underrated. You don't even have to bullet dodge if you're using terrain, so it allows you to mask your movement a little bit more. So moving along this line where at least, you know, some of my torso is covered from this side, and then coming down over here where, you know, I can cover some of my flanks over here, bullet dodge my way down. So basically gauge the situation, be able to tell, okay, if we held this out, do I have reinforcements coming? Do I have a, like, solid secure on the flank? Do I have, like, a position to fall back on? Because, like, if you're up here and, like, you have no one protecting your flank, nowhere to run behind you, well, congratulations, you're just going to send your guys in the open field. Then in that instance, I would say screw it. Stay up here, take down a couple guys, you know, get a couple more kills, make it a little bit easier. But in general, use the terrain, keep yourselves very nicely spread out. Don't be afraid to return fire if you have an opportunity to. Also, this was a tactic I had seen done in one of the matches. Smoke screen. This works pretty well. If you, of course, when one guy does it, it doesn't do much. But when you have a whole group of 10 guys do it, and you shoot in all different directions, you can mask your movement pretty well. It's actually pretty. It was pretty cool to watch that regiment do that in the matches. So say it's a musket IPR with 4 to 5 on each team. You were cut to the arm, and you guys, with your guys mostly on forest side, okay. And BA has their guys mostly at fishbowl. What are some flanks and positions that are a good approach? Okay, so fishbowl is a very easily defendable position because this spot right here is, in my eyes, the most secure one possible because you have 360-degree of coverage. There's nowhere for them to go over here. Your back is covered up, your side's covered up, and your front is covered up. Vice versa, if you're, you know, over here, unless they're right behind you, of course. So a lot of regiments will settle down in this position, so it gives you time to, like, deliberately plan out your attack. So if you've got a shit ton of your guys over here, if you're a very small unit, you don't want to spread your guys out too thin. So, like, if you have, like, 6 guys, I wouldn't want to send, like, groups of 2, because, like, a group of 2 can only, like, appear so large and appear so intimidating and do so much damage. And plus, like, you'll leave guys stranded very often. If you had, you know, 6 guys, I would go in groups of 2. So a good spot to come up would obviously be behind this hill, as well as establishing a nice fire line down here to, whenever they retreat, you can have a good flank secure and punish them while they're cutting through this little open clearing. If they appear to be aggressive, so let's say you did that. Let's say you split your guys. So they're in fishbowl, you split your guys. You have guys firing here and guys set up over here. I in all honesty, would be aggressive with these 3 guys and just try to convince them to fall back and then have these guys come up. Or if they don't want to move, have the guys you have over here wrap around like this, and then you have shots firing from both sides. There's no friendly fire, so you don't have to worry about hitting your own friends. So that's always a plus. So if they're going to hold still and they're very stationary and not moving, take your time. Be deliberate with it, but if they're starting to be aggressive on these guys, send your flank over right away to, like, support. Like, be very, very, very aggressive. If you are trying to rush people out of a position, I see a lot of people, like, hesitate Or like you'll see officers like an officer goes down and the rest of the regiment doesn't carry out the push, which no, that I'm sorry, bro, but like your push is not going to work. You need your guys to be very aggressive. They need to have very, very high confidence, and because like if you're not confident, then you'll probably end up just like reloading in the back and not contributing to the actual push. If you don't have a shot, congratulations. Look at this. Looks like I have a shot now, doesn't it? Super easy. So bestow confidence, lead with aggression, be aggressive, and if they're aggressive, don't be afraid to, counter them head on. Especially if it's musket on musket, your weapons are balanced. That goes with anything. If you're up against a regiment with the same tools as you, well, congratulations, you're in an even playing field. So it's all down to positioning, training beforehand, and leadership, and numbers and other such things, such as that, obviously. Some outliers you can't really control. Internet connection's internet connection. Stuff happens. So, just gotta roll with the flow. Take things as they come, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is a very good game, honestly. Alright, we got 8 people in the stream. It's a solid 12:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep the questions rolling in, y'all. Check my messages. Also, I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever played the Roblox game Northwind. Definitely recommend it. Very fun game. Got to hop back into it earlier today after a little while. Joining HV City of Giselle back. It's St. Lawrence Company now, by the way, Conrad. I'm back in. Good stuff. Yeah, come by and say hey if you're ever playing that Northwind game, hop on in. It's got really, really sweet musket tech. Very, very, very innovative, very, very well polished and well developed game. I'm not one to advertise other stuff, but I'm just saying if a game's good, I'm not going to tell you it's bad. I do gotta say the Roblox games have gotten a lot better. I'm sure as you guys have noticed. Some people actually branch off that. Some people were asking me about like the tech we use. Like it's pretty old stuff. I'm sure you don't need any fine glasses to look at this tech and say, okay, like this stuff's pretty outdated. You got some games with fancy GUIs, fancy scripts, fancy menus and stuff. I am not the shot caller in terms of like the tech and development we use. That would be the actual owners call to make. A lot of people wanted to get some new tech. Like they said, we don't even care what it is as long as it's newer and different than this. It'll give a big change to the Continental Army and how the combat system works, because everyone's getting sick and tired of the usual, oh wow, let me just jump up and shoot you real quick. I'm sort of indifferent about it. I don't really care. Whatever makes everyone happy and makes you guys enjoy the group more, I'll gladly do. But as of right now, we're going to stick with this for a little while, to my knowledge. But I will keep you guys posted as much as I can. Alright, say you are in Fishbowl and you are surrounded by all sides. How would you actually get out of that situation? Okay, so one of the downsides to Fishbowl is you're surrounded by cover. But if enemies are on top of the cover, then you're surrounded by enemies. So you need, like, it's a situation that I often compare to driving. Like, the earlier you see a hazard, the better off you're going to be. So, like, if you're here and you can see guys, like, way out in the distance, like, you can see they're very visibly, like, wrapped around you. Well, if they're this distance away, they're going to be stretched out pretty thin. Like, they might have a guy, right? But if they're closer, they're going to be way more compacted, and you'll have less time to actually react. If you're trying to get out of a situation, don't try to do some, like, last stand shit where you, like, shoot from all sides, because, like, that doesn't work. I'm sorry. Like, I've never seen that work one time when people hold Fishbowl, and, like, while they're very, very clearly getting shot at from all four sides, or three, because you can't really shoot from the side, but you get what I'm saying. Whichever way is relative to your spawn. So if I'm CA, I would go this way, and if I'm BA, I would go this way. Um, I would just notice it, tell your guys we're getting flanked, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Clear out the people who are in your immediate path, maybe the people that are somewhat on the flanks, and then establish another good firing line again behind some better coverage. Like if you have a crap ton of guys, like obviously stay. Like there's no point in, wasting a position. In my opinion, like because there's some situations that I say even though on the scoreboard you sustained more losses, if you gained a good position that's vital and it'll pay back later, I consider that a technical win in my book. Like let's say like you're in Fishbowl, right? You have 5 guys and they have freaking or look at like let's say the enemies in Fishbowl when they have like 20 guys or whatever and you have 10 and you push this position and they fall back but they kill like almost all your guys but you have this position, then I consider it a win because Fishbowl is a very sustainable position and later on in the battle you'll gain more points off of it. So be wary about giving up positions because it's like, oh, we gave it up and then we're smart because we didn't lose that many guys, blah, blah, blah. Keep in mind that if it's a solid position, it'll pay back for the enemy team later on in the future. So if you are confident in sustaining your position and sustaining a like not taking any unnecessary losses, then stick it. But if you're outnumbered to hell or the flanks are not good or your guys are like low spirits, evacuate quickly, reform up somewhere farther back in your spawn into a more safer position, and then recoup, and then head back later on down in the battle. The war of attrition is a very big thing. Although you're not limited in terms of like ammo you have on your person, there is still a very big war of attrition. Especially like when there's a stalemate and stuff, a lot of leaders will get very, very impatient and very cocky, and they'll start like mocking the enemy, doing little trainings in the middle of the battlefield. It's funny, but is it funny when you lose? No. So don't let your temper flare up. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. Be the smarter officer, be the smarter NCO, be the smarter ranker, and keep your wits about you. Good question, Matthew, with the great questions. Mad respect. Same with Buckeye. Good job. Appreciate you guys. And Goldfish, I see you there too. Thanks for the question. Keep the questions flowing, y'all. We're only 30 minutes in the stream. We got an hour left. Good stuff. Good stuff. How would you use howitzers if you had them? All right, so you're touching a subject that I have no expertise on. So here's the howitzer, right? You got these little small. It's like a smaller sort of cannon with a wider circumference of a barrel. So the howitzer is like the cannons are very linear. Of course, it's indirect fire because it lobs shots. But this one like literally is like it's very similar to that of a mortar. It has those shells where they impact the ground and they explode. So if you can find like if I was a yeah, I know they did Conrad. So if you can pinpoint key positions, like if you're a good cannoneer and a good artillery battery, and you have very well trained like memorization on angles and stuff, if you can like use these howitzers and like just be able to tell, okay, enemies are at Fishbowl, and you can hit in the vicinity of this, it's gonna force them to move. So like you can use howitzers for area control. So like if you want them to stay out of Fishbowl, I mean, if I'm commanding over here and I'm taking indirect fire from howitzers that's blowing my guys up, I'm probably gonna have to be forced to move out of the way or be forced to constantly keep like shuffling around. You're slowly gonna pick through guys like that. So it allows you to like clear out an area and you can have your guys move up. So you can use it that way, or you can use it in a much more aggressive way, which is where you have like your infantry like company, like your little infantry guys. Like we'll relate back to the situation. Enemies are here. You got howitzers providing indirect fire onto these enemies, and you have your infantry guys here. You can have them support your infantry while they push up. So like you can push up, have them like push the guys back and then start flinging off freaking bombs or blowing them up as they're retreating. Good stuff. It's very, very good if you're trying to like secure a position. In terms of like short, like close quarters, like defensive, I personally think that the howitzer is meant for more. It's pretty balanced. It depends on how you use it. You can use it aggressively like that, or you could use it very passively, like stay in the spawn and just like keep them farther away. It's used to slow pushes and push like drive the enemy away. That's how I consider it useful. Yeah, Conrad, they had contacted me about that. They were like, "Yeah, we need officers," and I was like, "I'll gladly come and hop on in." They said, "Sweet." So, second lieutenant once again. Yeah, good stuff. Keep the questions rolling, y'all. We got 7 viewers. We're a third of the way finished up with the stream. Very good questions this stream. Very, very good. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Just finished up my energy drink. Kind of sad, not gonna lie. I just poked the freaking camera. My fault, y'all. Sorry for checking my phone a lot. I'm just checking all these messages I'm getting from people. Alright, we're good. We're good. Okay. Alright, come on, y'all. I know I can see how many of you guys are watching. Throw some questions up. Ask something. It can be anything. It can be any form of leadership. How to be an NCO. I'm a new officer. What are some tips you have? How do I lead this? General tips. It can be a vague question. It can be a specific question. Literally anything you want. Also, I'm going to move my mic away because I want you guys to listen to me blow my nose right into it. Still probably going to be pretty loud, though. Okay. You don't know what to ask? It's all good. If you guys don't know what to ask, like I can ramble on about like general topics, like big heated stuff that I think is important to talk about. So let's see. So we talked about the regimental weapons and stuff. I was talking about like the bayonet and knife like comparisons and like the melee combat aspect of things, but I feel like melee combat is very of course like having training in it and being proficient with your melee weapon of your regiment is very, very important. However, I feel like you only really ever see melee battles in minor scale battles because like for example, if it's a 50v50, it's very rare to be in a situation where you'll be having a close quarters combat scenario with someone, engage in melee combat without being actively shot at. In a smaller group battle, like a 5v5, okay, well, all 5 people could all shoot at the same time and have nothing. Or like you could be split up and there'll be like one guy somewhere and one guy there and you shoot and you're in a 1v1. So most melee combat is going to be either group based, so like multiple enemies on multiple friendlies, like versus mode, or like you're going to be being shot at. So you're just going to be pretty much running around like a dumbass like this, trying just not to get shot at. So like teach melee combat, but I would definitely say if you're like preparing for a major scale battle, train your men and train yourself on good ways to tactically go into melee in a group setting. So like throw your guys into a scenario where it's a 3-on-3 melee only combat, or throw your guys into a scenario where it's a 3-on-3 and there's people on both sides just shooting. You know what I mean? Do stuff like that. Treat it as if it's an actual battlefield. You don't have to have these really cookie cutter events. Mix it up a little bit. What inspired you to make the group? Oh, goodness gracious. I did not make this group, Justin. I am currently... I did have nothing to do with the creation of this group. I came in pretty late. I just am the main guy who runs everything now. So, what inspired? I guess I'll twist that, Justin. I actually wanted to join the group because the 7th Line Infantry had that blue uniform, and I did not know what a Roblox group was before I joined this group, and I was like, I want that blue uniform. So I joined, and now here I am. As the main leader, which side did you go to? I go to the middle to be able to see and go everywhere. Yeah, like you said. Middle. I agree. Um, Obviously, like if you're gonna carry out like a big like push or a big retreat or like a big plan, and like you're carrying out on a specific side, I would go into that side, and if you have a split voice channel, I would go into that voice channel so that way you can actively like support them, or like if you're worried that your flank isn't going to show up on time, then go into that voice channel and go with them. Uh, Basically, go wherever it's needed. But like if nothing's happening, it's a stalemate. I say stay in the center so that way you have eyes on. Uh, what would be your best tactic if you're losing heavily and want to regain the score and try to remotivate your men? That's actually a pretty good question. So, uh, we've all been there before. Like you can get pretty behind in some of these battles. Doesn't matter how good of a leader you are. Sometimes you could have two aces in a hand of poker and still lose. Like it doesn't matter. um, in terms of like how to come back, I feel like most of the times, at least for me, I'm losing because I'm either getting pissed off, my temper's flared up, um, I'm being too timid, or it's either because you're being too aggressive, being too timid, or you're just like off that specific day. Um, Taking a moment, like just get your guys back, regroup, take a minute to just like breathe, let your temper calm down, remotivate your guys, and then come back up as a big unit. Um, I can't remember when I did it. I think it was during one of the season one battles. Uh, it was during one of the season one battles that I was getting really pissed. I was like the most pissed I've ever been because like we weren't hitting shots, we weren't doing nothing. So I was like, okay, everyone fall back. So we fell back to our spawn and we just sat there because the enemies seasonal matches, so they were like afraid and thought it was bait. We sat in the spawn for a good 5 minutes and we just like all just talked and chilled, had a couple laughs, came back in and we won. Like pretty dominantly after being down pretty low. Pretty sure we were down by like 30 points and we ended up winning by like 30. Um, so like just regrouping, be funny, show your personality. Like just because you're an officer doesn't mean you have to be a dick. Behind this little Roblox character is you, and behind you is a heart, or inside of you is a heart. Show it. Show you care about people. Enjoy the group. It's meant to be fun. Don't get too pissed. Uh, like tell your guys, I'm proud of you guys no matter what. Just work hard and we can do this. And the stars will start to realign, and all of a sudden those aces you have in your pocket win. You win the card game. The only thing I know about the only thing I know about is houses. So I have house related questions to make. So, okay, yeah, that's totally fine. Like I have never actually like I've never actually used these like competitively for combat. I've never had the honor of being able to fire one. I've fired these plenty of times, of course. I know how they operate and everything, but I've never actually like tested them out on here, fired at people, used them to actually in a competitive setting. I've only ever used them for ceremonial purposes and other stuff. But yeah, like I feel like these are definitely very good for securing an area or supporting a heavy push or supporting whatever. Because I've seen like you can either play the game really slow, like just have your guys be very very passive and defensive, and just let these cannons just clean up most of the enemies and slowly chip through, or you can be really aggressive with it and just shoot this thing right in the center of the heart of people and have your guys push up. Like I could imagine it. Like imagine. Hear me out. Like this is what I think would be crazy if Third could pull it off. Let's say you're BA, you have enemies in Fishbowl. If you could have your infantry's here and obviously your artillery batteries back there. If you could have these guys push up, and while these guys are retreating, have a shell land right here, blow up the retreating. Oh my god! Like the amount of capabilities with these like indirect fire weaponry is insane. Like I was talking about it to some of the HQ, like grenades, because there's grenades on BH obviously, and we're aware that they work. If grenades or something like that were added to the Continental Army on skirmishes, it would make the whole thing a whole different ballgame. Like just stuff like that. Like having stuff that has an area, radius of damage or kill distance or attack provides a whole new like aspect to the Continental Army and a whole new like look on how the battlefield works. It makes it seem more like you're actually in a battlefield. Because like there's nothing more scary than seeing those like white streaks go over your head or land right beside you, and you're all of a sudden yelling, "Run, run, run!" You're running away to get away from from the explosion. Uh, what's the game you play the most on Roblox? Apart from the console army game. If I'm being honest with you, I really don't play like much on Roblox aside from this. Like I'll play like occasionally like there's a D-Day game I like. I like a lot of the shooters on here and stuff. I don't really play any of those like tycoons or anything. I mean, I'm 19 years old, so like those kind of get pretty childish at times. But like the thing I like about Roblox is even though I'm old, I'm like a senior citizen to be on here still. I can still get enjoyment out of it, and stuff like this, like being on here talking to you guys, is what makes Roblox awesome for me. So I really do appreciate you guys for coming in and listening and asking questions. I really hope that this little these cute little live streams or whatever you guys want to call them do help, because I know that people seem to like them and you guys come back and watch them. We have a lot of people who are returning viewers who come back for every lab and just ask questions. So that makes me happy. So I hope they help you guys out. This is probably hard to answer, but what would be your advice if you have equal amount of men, but your force is less skilled? Would I play more defensive or more aggressive? Okay, so a lot of people overlook that, Matthew. Some people don't realize, like, you could be the most outstanding fucking leader. Like, you could be like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna go here, and you could have obedient soldiers, but like subordinates, but it's very difficult to actually like gain any ground and establish a firm like score and like a secure way of winning if you have an overall less trained and less proficient group of people to work with. In my opinion, if like if you guys like if you don't even know like what your guys are good at, like if you're like, I don't know if my guys are good at being aggressive or good at being defensive, at the beginning, like have your guys be defensive and see if they can support and defend a push, and then try pushing, and whichever one works, stick with that plan. um Obviously, like if you know like, okay, my like we do pushes a lot in IPRs, like stick with that. Practice with the stuff that your guys are skillful with, and avoid the things that you like are like working really hard to train and people are struggling with. Like if you trained a shit ton of distance shooting, but like your guys can't hit nothing up close, then hell, sit in the freaking spawn, distance shoot. Like at the end of the day, if what you guys are good at is one thing, but you can abuse the hell out of that one thing that you guys are good at, by all means freaking do it. Or if you notice, oh, the enemy's really bad at doing this, we could try this and counteract it. Try it. Like literally try it. Take advantage of every strength that your group does have, and take advantage of every weakness the enemy group does have, and kick it out from there. Very good question, Matthew. Very good question. 6 people on the stream, 12:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got 45 more minutes, about 30 until I hop on Bunker Hill and screw around with you guys for 15 minutes, so keep the questions rolling on in. Good stuff, good stuff. Mega Kill PT wanted me to try and shoot one of the howitzers. It's been a long time since I've actually fired one of these, so I have to take a minute to actually, get this stuff going. I'm not gonna try and like hit anything. I'm just gonna shoot it. It's been so long since I've ever actually. Let me grab a thing. What the fuck? Yo, it's just wild. Yeah, so here's the howitzers. So these things are pretty crazy stuff. So I think you need to do the fucking. I fired the cannons a whole lot more than I've fired the thingies, the howitzers. I've only ever fired the howitzers a couple times actually. How do you even mount this thing up? Okay, I'm aware it's unmanned. How do I man it though? Oh wait. Oh wait. I swear I saw the clicky. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Like I said, Mega Kill, I'm very, very inexperienced with these indirect fire weapons. Very, very inexperienced. But I try. I try my best. I respect you guys for being able to hit these things accurately. Like these ones, I could definitely fire off. Give me a thing. Give me a round shot. Come on. There we go. Where the fuck is the thing I click on? Is a homie tripping out right now, bro? I think I am, bro. Unless they've changed how the tech works. I would always fire the one cannon. The third head on TC. Whatever. Okay, where are we at? I scrolled up on the chat. Okay. What's one of the best ways to rank up and get noticed within the group? Activity goes a long way for every regiment, and be helpful and kind to everybody. If you're a dick, no one's gonna want you leading, and if you're a dick, no one's gonna like notice you. So be nice to people, be kind to people. That's how I got where I was at. I'm a very community-based kind of person, and I like to, make connections with everybody and let everyone know that I care about them. That's the big thing. And obviously, if you're very proficient, that gets you noticed as well. Like if you're really good at combat, then people are like, oh, that one guy's really good at combat. Ranking up, that's dependent on your actual regiment. So like they might have cooldowns, they might have like separate special rules, special academies you got to go through. So yeah. All right, what would your best tips for new officers for leading? Okay, new officers. Okay, so if you're a new officer, um, it's probably gonna be not that big of a. I mean, dependent on how your leadership works within your regiment. Um, for most, I know like a master sergeant usually is pretty proficient leading. Like you have the experience. If you're a lieutenant, like newly fresh out of commission, your commanding officers or your superior officers will probably like say, okay, you're gonna try leading a side. Um, Usually the high com members are the ones who have to worry about leading like the general battle, like your lead man. Um, so like having a firm understanding of like being able to communicate with the other people, because if you're in charge of a side, you need to let everyone know what's going on. Uh, Listen to suggestions, listen to what other people are telling you that they're doing, other like junior officers and other officers that are leading sides. Um, Sound very, very confident. The word shouldn't even be in your vocabulary, so avoid that as much as possible. And just don't be afraid to try out new things. Because, like, if it's an IPR or something, fart around with different orders, fart around with different, like, ideas. Draft up some nice plans. Obviously, in an actual battle against another regiment or another group or whatever, I would, lock it up, would experiment or, try and mix some random ass chemicals. You know, like, if I'm trying to make a vaccine for something, like, I'm gonna test a bunch of chemicals and stuff right before I just start sending it out. Compare it to that, I suppose. Very interesting comparison. But hey, came up with it on the fly. Give me some credit. Oh shoot! Did my pit stains go away? I hope. I'm not trying to have y'all look at my pit stains. I hate it. I can see them on the stream. No, they're not very good, so it's okay. It's a little bit toasty in here, y'all. Just a tad bit. But it's all good though. It's all good. All right. Got 4 people viewing, so our viewership went down a tad bit. But it's all good. You guys are with me. Glad to have you all here today. What's one of the best ways to improve in combat? If you want like technical combat practice, so like if you want to like practice one specific like thing or one specific thing, do a drill for it. Like go on TC, fart around with whatever. I cannot use that musket for some reason. Am I tripping out? Give me Hardline. Um, I hope my F key is not broken. That's no bueno. Okay, well, I'll have to take a look at that later on. Yeah, like if you're looking to practice one specific type of shot or one specific type of thing, um, like obviously attend trainings, host trainings, come on by yourself. I like to recommend going on Bunker Hill and joining the British team and fighting against Continental Army. Um, Pretty useful stuff. That was how I got really good when I had first hopped in because you're usually up against more skillful fighters and it can give you some more experience. And if you want like practical experience, so like seeing what it's like being like led or leading others or like getting used to custom the map or whatever, IPRs and attending raids are going to be your main thing. Combat and everything else, it's like anything. It's going to come with time. Just like you need to be patient with it. So like don't get pissed off. Don't get frustrated because you're not hitting, you're not hitting every shot you fling at the enemy. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort. It took me forever to get even decent at being in combat. I was never really great. I was decent at a point, but especially now that I'm HQ, it's not good. And apparently, since my F key isn't working, that's also not good. So I don't know what that's about. Take a look at this key or something. I've never had this problem before. Maybe it's just a glitch in the game. That could be very possible. Exactly, playing BH and doing IPR is the best way to get a counter. Yep, I totally agree. Tell you what, I'm gonna try to rejoin this game so I can actually paint my weapon, y'all. So allow me 2 moments. I really do love that GFX. We need to get some new GFX because like some of the regimental uniforms are out of date and stuff. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 8 regiments on there. Like GMB was like introduced after that GFX was made. And that was made back when I was a brigadier general, so close to a little over half a year ago when that thing was made. So a lot of changes have come out since then. Also, if you look at that horse that the Dragoon is on, I want to have some really pretty horses like that. So I think the horse models we have now are really cartoony and blocky. If this could let me rejoin my own server, that'd be pretty nifty. Let me try it again, y'all. Refresh the page. Slow it down a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all, that y'all have to look at this GFX screen. Lame stuff, lame stuff. I know. Let me in. There we go. It's let me in. Alright, sweet. Hopefully, I can use my musket. There we go. Yeah, I can use it. Alright, slick. Cool. Alright, I am going to go use the restroom really quick. If you guys have questions, throw them in the chat, and I will check them once I am back from doing my business. I just yanked my freaking computer. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have returned. Well, I believe it's all gentlemen in here. All right, let me take a look at this chat. Sorry it took me so long, by the way. Freaking, these pants are take a little while to, you know, pain in the buttocks. Let's make this thing live again. All right. No new questions. Don day. All right. I'm trying to think of other stuff that I could like just talk about in general. And by the way, you guys should have access to like go back and rewatch all these like other live streams and stuff too. So like you can skip through and see like what people are talking about in there. Also, what the music has gotten very boring. Okay, I'm gonna get some better music.
Win at
Shit,
work
there's
by
an ad out here.
communicating
Here I go.
effectively. With Grammarly. Meet
With
Frank.
Grammarly.
He
No,
is-
don't get Grammarly. All the homies hate Grammarly. Okay, we're good. All right. New question. What would be the best way to hold forest because you can get flanked pretty easily there and surrounded? Hold forest. All right, forest side. Let's go take a look. Okay, so the main reason that it's difficult is because like the way it's like created, it's literally supportive of a flank. Like just this one area alone. Like think about it. Let's say my enemies are over here. I can legit. Oh, I just tripped. I can legit run across over here in complete cover and concealment, and you probably wouldn't even notice me until about right now. And by then, I have an open shot. Vice versa with this side. Like same alibi. I can come over here, and right then is about when you notice me. And oh, too late. You're already gone. Staying like stagnant in these back positions over here. As long as you have people lined up over here that can support the flank and you have a firm control of tense ultimately dictates whether or not you're going to be successful on this side. So if you're in like close range combat, like people here, no matter which team you are, if you have control of tense, you can support your guys. You can cover this whole flanking area. And if I'm on this side as well, I can shoot over here, I can shoot over here. Both very, very, very good sides. Coming in this position when you have control of tense for both sides is pretty decent stuff, because like you can't get shot from the side. I can shoot over here, same with this spot over here. I can shoot over here at these people down there. Staying in the back is only good if you have a firm control over the center. This music is going crazy. Okay, what the hell? There we go. Okay, it actually is going okay. I was being sarcastic at the start, but now it's actually kind of going crazy. I also got these sunflower seeds. Haven't busted them open yet. I got barbecue ones. I'm not usually a seed kind of guy, but like it's good for the field. I just dropped the wrapper. What time is it? We're about 1 p.m. EST. Yeah, 2 minutes shy of 1 p.m. EST. And then at 1:15, I'll hop on PH. Going around with you guys. Well, not bad. Not bad seed at all. Can't really complain. Oh man. So, I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about. Like just general topics of discussion. I guess like the main thing, just make sure that you have a firm grasp on it, is dealing with other regimental tools and weapons. Putting in hard work, like in training, and making sure that your people are proficient with the stuff they have. Play to your strengths and play to your enemy's weaknesses. And pretty much just communicate well. Those are like the main couple things I say or should be on your priorities list as of this moment. Because most other stuff is like, pretty decent amongst most people. Thoughts about the 2nd Regiment? I like 2nd. I like all the infantry regiments. Of course, me having a background of being in an infantry my whole entire Continental Army career. My opinion is probably biased a little bit, but you know, the second's a very solid regiment. In my opinion, all the regiments are pretty like solid, at least mediocrely. Some of them have some work to do. Every regiment is going to struggle with some things, but I feel like with time, just about every regiment could be even greater. So what would be the best way to get out of a situation if you have the turtle at spawn and you're very heavily pressured by their team? Okay. If you're like very, very pressured and like the enemy's up in your face and like you're like for both sides, they can only go so far. Like they can't reach your actual spawning point. I make a big emphasis on like, you know, taking a minute to just like get into a safe position that nobody can even be being shot at and just like regroup, cool off, get everything like situated is a key. So like if you're stuck in your spawn, like back up deeper into it and get behind something, and you can start flinging shots from a distance and be safe and just basically make them run themselves dry, and they'll either eventually take the pressure off and fall back and give you room to move up, or they'll try and bait you. Like they'll act like they're gonna pull back and come back. If they do that, then you can just rinse repeat. Like you can start to come up, and if you see them come back, just stick the spot. A very easy way to get rid of pressure is go where the enemy can't, which is your spawn. Your spawn is the ultimate pressure reliever. But obviously, like if you're on the edge of your spawn, like where they can shoot you, then they're not gonna lay off. Because both spawns are like, if you're pummeling in the spawn, it doesn't matter what spawn you're in, it's difficult to get out of it. Like you can't really like be aggressive and push them back out of it unless there's like a key situation or like a very, very firm flank you can establish. But like it's very, very difficult to really gain any good leeway on them. Very difficult stuff. Just looking at my desk right now. I got a whole bunch of goodies on here. All right, 1:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got 4 viewers in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in. We had 16 at the beginning, I believe. 16, 14 viewers at the beginning of the stream. That's good stuff. I might start making this announcement more public because I feel as if not many people really watch it. Or like not many people feel engaged to watch it. Yeah, I was gonna say, like you can conspire, like whenever you're regrouping and stuff and regaining, like reestablishing that sort of like sereneness within you and all of your subordinates and peers. If like I say, if there's ever a weakness in your enemy, exploit it. The faster the better. If they have a weak side, frickin' run them out, run them dry, kill them all. That's what battle's all about in both real life and in here. Play your cards right. Get the most out of every decision you make. Maximize your, you know, kills or whatever however you want to use that analogy. I still find it very insane that I've already been on the stream for an hour. That's some crazy stuff. Very, very, very. Time flies when you're having fun, I suppose. We had some good topics. A lot of people were asking, like, for people who watch the old Leadership Lab videos, like, you can actually look up this exact same channel name, and there'll be another channel that pops up, and there'll be like professionally edited YouTube videos, like very nice, like formatted and stuff. They weren't live streams. I thought that was very cool. Like I loved that when I did that and stuff. And, like there was gonna be episodes designed for different things, but I feel like, well, I know now, time-wise, I can't afford to spend that much additional time. I'm in college now, and you know I was a brigadier general when I had the other Leadership Lab channel up and running, so I had more time to spare on stuff such as Leadership Lab. Leadership Lab was like my main thing I did. Always editing episodes. I only ever pumped 2 actual episodes out and the introduction episode because I had retired after that. Um, but I personally think the streams are better because like if you ever have like a question that you want to like ask or something, you can tune in and ask it and it'll be answered like on the spot right away. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like wait until the episode that talks about that one specific thing you're struggling with to come out. You can just ask it and get it answered right away. It's basically like the whole leadership lab is literally like paced and designed to wrap and conform around what you guys want help with, which is why I think the live stream system works really well. And then of course, if you forget something or you want to go back and rewatch stuff, the live streams are up on the channel and you can go back and rewatch whatever it is you want to watch. Very, very good stuff. They were very good to watch them both when I was at NCO. Yeah, I enjoyed making those episodes, but they were a pain in the booty to edit. Who do you think is going to win Season 6 after seeing the results of Season 5? Well, I can tell you now that the rules are very, very subject to change. Like just the overall rules of the seasons. I don't know like the exact changes yet or anything. But we're trying to make it more like the seasons be complete, as balanced as possible. That's the whole gimmick. A lot of things can change over the course of multiple weeks, and over the summertime, like is when people's schedules start clearing up, and like the rally numbers are going to start really, really climbing up. School will be out, so all the students will be finished up, and they'll have their whole summers to themselves. Some people like me will work, like have jobs, obviously, so like that stuff will come as well. But still, like your schedule is way more freed up during the summer as opposed to when school's on. So that gives regiments a lot of room to grow, but also a lot of room to struggle and start to slowly decline down a negative slope. So like I feel like it all is dictated on what regiments do when their overall activities at their peak. Like what kind of stuff are they pushing out and what kind of reforms they're creating. So I can't really give you a wholehearted opinion on who I think is going to win Season 6, considering the new rules, a bunch of time before them. Like there'll be new officers. Some officers will probably leave before them. There'll be new NCOs, a lot of old like NCOs who have left, a lot of new members, a lot of like good young like prodigies, like good privates, good lance corporals, a lot of bad privates, a lot of bad lance corporals. You never really know. It's all about the luck of the draw. Like in terms of recruitment, you're kind of just rolling a dice in terms of like the quality of recruit you're getting. So you never really know. And then from there, like you could have someone who at one point was a really bad recruit when they first enlisted into a regiment, but then you could develop them into some freaking beast of a soldier that can kick ass. You know what I mean? You never really know. So I wholeheartedly believe that it's anyone's ball game next season. Wholeheartedly. It is 1:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got 4 people viewing the stream right now. At 1:15, so in 7 minutes, probably close to 6 minutes now, I'll hop on BH for 15 minutes and run around and shoot some people with you guys, and then I'll stop the stream and then go from there. When will there be advertisements again so CA can expand like we used to? I have no control over the advertisements. That's all over Iron, the group owner. So I actually was going to contact him about that because a lot of people were saying that there's a lack of enlistments. Thinking about reforming the like how the enlistment process works makes it a little bit more easier for people to actually start getting into regiments and like get in and kickstart their stuff. Yeah. So to my knowledge, not to my knowledge, but I just cannot give you an answer as to when the ads will be pushed out. I don't know how much revenue the group rakes in, how much Iron plans on like setting aside into pushing out more advertisements. The group's at like what, 236,000 members now? That's a pretty decent number. That's a pretty big sized group, if I'm being honest. However, you got to take into account close to all of them are militias, but like that's what I'm hoping to change. I want those militias to get into regiments. Even if they just join a regiment and try it out and don't like it, at least they tried it out. Can't even really complain about it. But yeah, no, I would definitely like to get some advertisements out because I feel as if we could use some. because I have noticed like a lot of regiments have been struggling to find new recruits to get in. So I want to get that stuff kickstarted as soon as possible. All right, you know what? I'm feeling real good today. I want to have some fun, so I'm gonna hop on Bunker Hill right now. We'll hop on 5 minutes early and screw around. You only live once, y'all. I'm gonna hop onto the biggest server, if there even is 2 server. Yeah, the one with 36 people. I'm gonna hop on in. All right, I'm loading in right now. All right. I do gotta say, I do very much so love the British fort. Looks very nice. Gives the British something to chill out in. All right, we are in, ladies and gentlemen. There's Buckeye again. Oh, the music is just delightful. Got you. Yeah, so this is the also legendary officer horse. I call him Jeremy, but his name is Bullfrog, named after a old officer. Is that a militia? Oh, look at him! Look at him. He's an officer, guys. See him over there? he's gonna snipe up there. Let's see what he does. Oh, he jumped off the ledge. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh. Yo, he's a freaking minion, guys. Look at him. Let's follow him. What's his name? Ha ha ha. Oh, okay. He's lined up for the shot. He's gonna shoot our friendly. Here we go. Oh no, we're shooting at the sky. He's got to make sure there's no airplanes coming in. I get it. It's all good. He's providing good cover. Oh, he's aiming. Oh, Jeffrey might get shot here. Oh wait, he's aiming around. He's aiming around. Oh, we have freaking Clement going crazy up there, dude. Oh, okay, we're aiming at friendlies. I'm surprised. Usually militias will shoot at me if they're gonna get me. That guy shot a friendly. As you can see, with the militias. Like, yeah, I'm looking at the leaderboard, I do see a lack of enlistments. Like, you have a couple, but they're probably already in regiments as well, so it's difficult to even get them anywhere. Let's see. If the 7th blood is still boiling within me. Oh, well, Clement did the work for me. Definitely not. My combat is definitely quite off, ladies and gentlemen. But it's all good. I'm here, and I put in the effort. I've also got some freaking sweet grenades, so I could chuck some of those at these guys down here. Unfortunately, you can't throw grenades very far, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, see, like, here's one enlistment already in a regiment. I also feel as if the handbook that we hand out isn't very good. Oh, here's one. He's cracked his shields. Bro, we're out here cracking shields. He's cracked? I swear I should have hit him. I'm tripping. Here. Let's do something fun, shall we? Forward! And then you grab this, and then they all follow, hopefully. Come on, y'all, let's go! Yeah, here we go. Now we got some momentum. Here they come. We're moving now, I just gotta not get killed, because when I get killed, we're gonna freak out. Yeah, this guy's getting into it. See, yeah, this is another good way to get people to join the group. Like, this enlistment, he's having a fun time, I'm sure. Clement, here comes Clement. LMAO. You see, there he is, enlistment, getting hyped up. Even the militias are getting hyped up. Some people, like, there's a big thing, like a running joke that's been around the CA for forever, is that there's a militia regiment, or like a militia commander. I was actually talking about implementing not a militia commander, that'd be straight up pretty silly, but something sort of like it, where it's just a team of guys who their sole purpose is to interact with militias and just get them in. Oh look, it's Forrest! Howdy howdy. Hi. Tee. Okay, I got you. I'm actually gonna... Oh fuck. I just got this shit slapped, bro. Yeah, Forrest, I'm guessing you're probably watching the stream, so I'll accept it once I'm all wrapped up here. I swear I thought we were friended, but maybe not. Okay. I still got a little bit of that hot shot left in me. I was never gonna combat y'all. Stream delay. Yeah, all good. Don't worry about it. So a couple people were still asking me about that global basic training because like some people really wanted me to bring that back. I have the fully reformed document, like it's all finished up, but I'm waiting to send it out until this weekend because, or like until like one of the following weekends, because with inspections coming up, I don't want people to be worried about the global BT. So once the inspections are over, that leaves us time to devote to like some extra HQ events, which global BT. Every weekend there'd be 1 or 2, is what I plan on doing. So every weekend or every week, 2 leadership lab streams, 1 for American time zone regiments and 1 for European time zone regiments, and then I'll shoot to have a couple of global BT instructors and go from there. Get some of those BTs running. I was even going to allow regiments to make the global BT a promotion requirement if they'd like, because I mean it's a global basic training. It literally, for those of you who are wondering like what the hell is a global basic training, imagine like a basic training that any member of CA can attend, and there's different like graduate titles you can earn. It's just like a 2-hour training, so it's longer, but it literally gives you the rundown of everything. So like drill and ceremony, combat, learning to use your weapon, master your weapon, master properly like stating stuff, understanding other ranks. Imagine if there was a training for 2 hours that teaches you literally everything, like literally everything you need to know. That's what it is. So whenever it's out, for any of you guys who never got to see it in action, there was only ever 1 hosted, but the one that was hosted was very good. It was very, very good. So yeah, definitely recommend you guys go to it, especially if we have some instructors and we can have some be hosted pretty regularly. That'd be pretty slick. Oh wait, he lost his bullfrog. Got you. Give me bullfrog. Unless they don't have one in the thing. Okay, they do. Boop. There you go. You didn't see that, bro. It's like nothing ever happened. My fault. There's a guy. I thought I might have had it for that one. Thought for sure. Maybe not. Guess I'm tripping out, y'all. Yeah, I'm tripping out. Also, something I just wanted to say. I know we don't have any people viewing, but I'm sure some people will end up viewing it later on, because like a lot of people actually do watch these streams later on, supposedly. Take a look at the CA forum page. For all those of you guys who don't know, there's a website called nixpca.com. Look it up, sign up. You can make an account. It links to your Roblox account, and there's a whole forum page. I take a lot of suggestions on that forum page. Go on there and suggest things. Respond to my like discussion post I made. I want to make sure that I, as the commanding general, am making the group enjoyable, fun, and engaging and developing for you guys. So I literally love it when you guys give me suggestions. There's a whole firing line on top of the wall. In fact, y'all see that up there. Look at them, bruh. They're even volleying around and shit. These guys out here running around. Missed it. Don diggity dang. Happens to the best of us. I couldn't even like change my PFP for a year. Really? What do you mean? How come? Chocolate. That's kind of an interesting username. Choco Latte! Oh, it's Choco Latte! That's actually funny. Thanks for the greatest on stream. Yeah, of course. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm glad that I hope my answers that I'm giving you guys for your leadership questions are helpful. Oh, how am I gonna miss that, man? Good grief. You can tell I was never a rifleman, and I get shot through the dang tree at box. It's all good. It is what it is, you know. I'll head back on over. This music is going crazy tonight. Oh, yeah, that's always annoying when Discord does that kind of stuff. I really think Discord's like a very cool like platform. Like a lot of people like over like oh, it's just Discord, but like think about how useful Discord is. Like think about like how like all the different permissions and stuff all line up, and like the different like capabilities you can have with Discord. Such a cool platform. Okay, come on, y'all. This is not looking too good. It's looking like shit, actually. Look at that. They're literally fire lining up there. See them? That's so cute. Oh, there's the friend request. There you go. Got you. I think stuff like this is what makes people want to join the group. I mean, you guys can feel free to tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Like, that kind of stuff is fun. I enjoy that even as the community in general. What's Buckeye? Oh, Buckeye. Oh, shit. Hang on, let me reload this real quick. Okay. I know what you're here for. I know what you're here for. Up and force just ate poopy. I'm almost done, Buckeye. I'm almost done. Come on. Okay. Go. Here you go. Did I finish reloading it? Early. We're chilling. Okay, I've got to hit one of these guys with this damn rifle. It's gonna piss me off if I don't. I think I'm gonna lose it. Oh no, our friend. See, like this is what amazes me is how can I hit that but I can't hit the guys who are at least standing still on top of the hill. Like literally, bro. Tell me you were in an infantry reg, not tell me you were in an infantry reg. You're dumb. Such an odd flex. But whatever. Yeah, I mean, British be getting a little bit aggressive. Oh, Billy's in the game too. I'm not sure. He usually goes civilian. I'm not sure why. He just likes to go civilian. Just chills out. Usually there's no bullet drop from that range. There isn't? Okay. You know whenever you use the Q trick and like aim down it, it actually alters how the bullet, like it actually makes there be more drastic bullet drop. Kind of a random fact. A lot of people don't even know exists. It's just kind of dumb. I knew he was gonna get me. I don't think any dang. I'm coming back. Yep, Clement got him for me. Thanks, Clement. There's Billy. Chill out and spawn. Yeah, he probably doesn't even know I'm streaming right now. He's just gonna say check DMs. You for right now? I'm streaming. So I was right. Dude, Billy be out here doing that shit, honestly. Yeah. Perfect. Oops, sorry, y'all. I have a hotkey for that screen to pop up if I press 0. 2, whatever. Well, okay, cool. So I have like hotkeys set up. Oh, okay, it's here again. I have hotkeys set up for my like different stuff. So I have 0 where it brings up that screen, and 9 brings up like my actual stream. So if I type 0. It does that. If I type 9, then it brings up the stream again. Just gets a pain in the ass to have to. Oh shit, they're right the hell there. Okay, let's go to the hill then. Oh shit, quickly. Any of you guys in the stream, all hands on deck. Holy hell, they actually are coming in pretty hard here. Okay, cool. Oh my god. Carbine be wildin' sometimes, honestly. One strange habit I have, which you guys can probably see, is I like to open. I hit tab a lot, like just randomly. You guys probably noticed me opening up the leaderboard like randomly. Just something I've always done. Never truly known why. Okay, here we go. You see that bitch up there? I don't know if you guys see him up there, bro. Here we go. Let's do this shit. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. I bet you money this dude's gonna try and pop something. He's gonna try and pop me right here. Yep. Ah, knew it. Lol, bro. Get him. Literally saw it coming from a mile away. Literally. Way too predictable. Come on, bro. Listen, bro, if you're gonna like try to assassinate me as a civ, like at least be creative about it. Like at least try and be sneaky. Like it's so obvious and it's so funny. He's in first person, so he's just like staring at me. He just goes like this. Like, bro. Sorry, I probably just scared the shit out of Jeffrey. My fault, Jeffrey. My fault. Much love, bro. Oh, dang, we got Mark in here. Clowns in here. Bro. Howdy. Clownfish. Yeah, Mark. Mark's such a good guy too. He's always in that help channel. I'm so glad that you guys enjoy that help channel. By the way, that help channel is freaking awesome. Puts a smile on my face, seeing you guys happy and feeling safe. And feeling like I can actually help you. Oh shit! I just shot. I shot Clownfish's horse. My fault, Clownfish. Dude, they literally just freaking ate up all those people. Where's that Stiv at? Bruh. It's called assassination. It was great. It was not. Like, bruh. Here, y'all. Yo, chat. Should I hit him with it, bro? Watch the shit. Yeah. Oh, hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, chat. Hold on. Don't ever be like that, chat. Don't ever. Just had to get him. Just had to get it back on him for that one. As the Colonel MP. Bro, I'm dead. Bro, I'm dead. Yeah, I know. I know he did. He's a regimentless lance corporal, so I'm not gonna, you know, not really my. I'm not the kind of guy who really cares about that. I just thought that was funny. If anything, that was worth it. That was worth it in my opinion. Just to do that, hit him back with it. Got some of that sweet revenge. Oh shoot. Dang, this music went going nuts. What the heck? It picked up all of a sudden. Oh, and so did the British. Holy moly. Okay. And we're freaking wiping them out, dude. Holy moly. Keep going, bro. Honestly. There's so many of them. Bad news. Bad news. Oh, no. NPCO now. No. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No. I knew he was gonna miss that shit. Oh, I tripped over, bro. Me when. Stand up! Get on your feet, soldier! On your feet! That better freaking kill him. Oh no, this is bad. Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Okay, good thing I can scare them with this. Rah! Fear me! Fear me! Oh my god, why do I keep falling over? Stand up! I'm gonna get capped! How am I still alive? There's no way! Oh, that guy got in the way. Dang it. Trying to get the high XP guy. Do I have any shots left in any of my guns? I still have a musket shot, and I wasted it. Good grief. I can guarantee you that Stiv's gonna come back and get me. Keep an eye out for him, chat. I know he's coming. Scary. A lot of officers. A lot of officers in the game. I like it. Good work, any officers that are here. I love it when we have some officers showcasing their activity on BH. We're very enjoyable to see. The carbine has the very exact same reload speed as that of the flintlock, believe it or not. So very fast firing weapon with adequate range. I've done 25 kills while I've been here. Good grief. I'm surprised. One more minute, chat. When it's at 1 more minute, I'll go full on melee mode. Just start swinging. Was this guy finally gonna shoot? No, he just likes to go in trail arms and kind of run around. Clownfish is up there. He's like, dang it. They ran behind the sign so he couldn't get him. Those losers. Oh, goodness gracious. Cannot catch a break. Oh man. Alright, let's see what I can do. Get all up close and personal. Get this guy. Hello, sir. Hello. Don't mind me. Uh-oh. Spooky. Oh, I missed that shit. Let's go. Oh, there's the Civ. And, okay, well, I forgot that they supposedly fixed those hitboxes. Well, there I go. Also, I love this little golden statue. We gotta get some more statues on here with some cool people. Okay. Billy, what did Billy say? You know, just ending right now. Alright. Alright, chat. For any of you guys watching this live, or any of you guys watching this in the future, this concludes the episode of the Leadership Lab. So, again, that concludes all of them for this week. I'm going to try and do another one. I'll do 2 again next week, and from there on out, there's the officers. Such a beautiful photo. And then there's the militia. Alright, chat. Thank you all for everything you guys have done. I appreciate you guys. Very, very, very useful live stream. A lot of stuff was talked about, so can't really complain. Alright. Enjoy the rest of your evening. God bless. Peace the hell out.